Hey, you're tuned to Vape News Radio, the voice of vaping. In each show, we share the latest about the regulations and things you need to know to get into the vape business. Plus upcoming conferences, festivals, and more. Brought to you by the Vape Mentor. Norm Bauer. Hey, Norm.
Welcome back to the next section of the Vape News Radio Show. And again, if you're brand new, welcome. And each section has a little bit of a different focus. One is all about what's going on with the regs, what's going on with the legislators and all the festivals coming up. And then we also have interviews with those that I call the movers and the shakers in the business, whether they be big tobacco, little tobacco, or somewhere in the middle, or just anyone who's involved. And also we're going to be rolling out a section called Celebs That Vape. Because, you know, this area is obviously very controversial. If you have access or if you know celebrities that vape, a perfect example is Julia Louis-Dreyfus over at the Golden Globes when she lit up an e-cig on television. And everyone was up in arms. My God, you'd think she'd shot somebody. And as it was very, very good PR for the industry. And, of course, we're always going to have the pundits that are going to start talking badly about us. This show is, of course, sponsored by Blow Emporiums and Blow Gourmet E-Juice. Are you looking to open your own shop with the turnkey package? Are you looking to develop your own lines of juice? Give us a call at 949-495-6162. And, of course, my name is Norm Bauer, and my website is VapeMentors.com. And I help people both in the space and also who want to get into the space. So whether you're looking to open a shop, whether you're looking to develop your online presence, or whether you're just curious, you just go ahead and give me a call at 949-495-6162. We are absolutely open to advertisers, and I want to share actually an advertiser that I'm very, very high on. It's called Vapors.com, Vapors.com. I mean, seriously, is that the most awesome name for a URL is Vapors.com? But these guys really have it together. There's basically three related people, two brothers and a brother-in-law. They come from a very high-tech background, and they are looking to create an amazing, amazing website that's going to offer pretty much every high-end product, every juice that you could possibly want. And they're going to be offering free newsletters and promotions. And there's going to be a giveaway. And this will all be included on our website, which is vapenewsradio.com. And that'll be posted in a couple days. But the free contest is going to be under iTaste134. That's the letter I, Taste 134. And again, the link will be provided in the website at vapenewsradio.com. So to kind of polish us off here, at the NATO show, which was the National Association of Tobacco Outlets meeting, not only did I want to connect with the big boys, but I also wanted to look for things that were different, things that were unique. And at one of the symposiums, I sat next to this lady, a very attractive lady, I might add. And she was telling me about this concept they have, which is called pods, which is an interesting premise. And I'm not going to say anything more about it. I'm just going to go ahead and lead off with this interview and let the interview speak for itself. This is going to be products on demand coming to a location near you. Welcome back to Vape News Radio. This is Norm Bauer. And today I have Krista
Bishop Powers.
Krista Bishop Powers. So I'm still here at NATO, and I can just tell you over the last 2 days, this has been absolutely overwhelming with all the amazing people that I've met, both in the conventional markets and the big tobacco industries, the Loralards, the Altrias, the RJ Reynolds. Great conversations, great presentations, but I always look for something that's a little bit different, a little bit unique, something I can share with you. So rather than me give you too much information, I'm going to have Krista tell you about her concept, the company she works with, and how they're going to be able to put e-cigarettes in some of those places that you wouldn't normally find them. So, Krista, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Well, Norm, so we came up with a new piece of disruptive technology for the marketplace, and it fits very well within electronic cigarettes and vape as well. And basically what it is it's pods, product on demand. So we have the capability now to, within nightclub, we just launched at nightclub and bar. And so we're selling beta, but nightclub and bar, the response was just absolutely incredible. And we have about over 70 different locations that now want to put us in their nightclub, bar, restaurant. And to explain a little bit more about pods, product on demand, what it is that we can put a product mix in of anything from the electronic cigarettes, from the vaping different items to electronic lighters to mobile power for phones. So in essence, basically, at nightclub and bars are always looking for a way to support their existing revenue streams. And they don't want to send their smokers outside. They want something that will keep people in there purchasing drinks. So this is a way to opportunity for them to offer a variety of different products that a customer might leave to go and smoke outside, or a customer might leave to go and charge a mobile phone. Well, now they can just go up to a pod, and a pod is a sleek, beautifully designed, interactive retail kiosk. It only takes up about 2 square feet of space, and so that customer can now go up there and purchase their item instead of leaving. And then, of course, we know the vaping, the electronic cigarettes, as of right now, you can do that within those environments. And then also within retail stores, what we're finding is that there was a problem with shrinkage.
All right, so I need to jump in here because you covered a lot of information there in about 2 minutes, so I need to go back. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, so again, we're looking at this device which is called a pod, which is a product on demand. So I had never heard of that term pod before, so for all of you who are listening or watching, that's what it stands for. And so I've seen a picture of your prototype, and it reminds me of a little bit of an R2-D2, only a much sleeker version of it. Instead of the short, stubby version, it's a little bit more attractive looking. So the theory is, or not the theory, but the practice is that I'm going to my favorite nightclub. Obviously, if I smoke cigarettes, there is no such thing as a cigarette machine in that place because that's been gone for a long time. But if I'm an e-cig smoker, typically I would have to leave that club, go down to my local 7-Eleven or convenience store or anywhere else that now sells e-cigarettes. But now you have the ability to put this machine in place.
Right.
So this is what makes it intriguing for me. So you've been able to put a machine in place that gets around the restrictions in regular combustible tobacco simply because of the fact that you have guidelines and prototypes and priorities in place that make sure that the people are of age. So can you share with us, without giving away anything that's too, obviously top secret, but so I walk over to the machine, how do they know I'm not some 16-year-old janitor that is cleaning up the floors?
Right, so we have ID verification technology. There's a couple different pieces. Currently, we're using one of the top-of-line fully regulated ID scanners. So there's 2 different slots. There is one for the credit card, and then there's one for the ID verification. There's also some other great things happening within technology that'll go further into taking picture of ID and then verifying it against the person standing there, things of that nature. But for right now, we do have the ID scanner in place. And the nice thing about that as well, that retailers like for their stores, that the nightclubs like, is that ID scanner that they have to do, that's also creating data. So the pods also come with a whole CRM, customer relationship management software. So people now have a database of their customers.
All right, so time out here. So this is intriguing. All right, so I own a bar. It's Norm's Bar. And I have one of these machines in here. And normally when someone comes to the door, I only care about one thing. Give me the $10 cover charge and make sure you buy a lot of alcohol. So now I have the ability to capture virtually everything that's on their driver's license. What about like email address? Is that something that is normally required?
You can. It will be...
Or cell phone numbers?
Everything is very flexible to what that outlet desires. If they would like their customers' phone numbers, then we put that as a piece of the process into purchasing. If they would like their customers' emails, we can do the same thing. So we can really design it, and you can actually even update the software that's all web-based in real time. So everything from pulling data on your customers right at that moment of time to looking at the inventory that's still in the machine right there on live to if you want to change the user interface, the video screen basically the customer is interacting with, you can do it right then in real time.
And you can create your own like personal introduction like, hey, welcome to Norm's Bar. If you are in need of an e-cigarette, here's what you do. Go through A, B, and C.
Yes, there are some really beautiful other revenue channels that just this small, well, it's tall, but it's only 2 square feet of retail space and a plug basically. And so we can do everything from social media integration, and they can go check in that they are at Norm's Bar and tell all their friends that they're having a great time, to basically the data management of all the customers that are coming in there.
That's pretty awesome. And so how many different product mixes can you put into one of these pods?
It depends on, it can be roughly up to 6 products, different products. What it's going to depend on is the sizing of the products that are in there. Mm-hmm. But for instance, if we have, right now our highest request from bars and nightclubs is coming for e-cigs, because they try to have their bartenders selling it, they're having theft problems, all kinds of things can go wrong, because the bartenders should be making drinks and supporting that revenue channel. So basically within the machines and whatnot, the customer can now go right up there and purchase it out of the machine and support the other revenue channels.
I think that's pretty awesome. So, I can carry whatever I want in there, and I can obviously price it out at whatever I want. And I'm guessing that to restock these are relatively effortless, just to open up the back of the machine. That's all there is to it.
Right. So to go back to the e-cigs, it holds about 140 of them, and that is one of the neatest parts of the machine. So again, we want to cut down on theft, because this was a huge problem that was brought to us.
Yeah, too portable.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful case. I wish that we had it here at the show, but unfortunately we don't. But so the casing, it comes already, and it can come via UPS, FedEx. However, and the case is already sealed. The unit recognizes when the RFID chip in the case speaks to that unit. That unit recognizes to unlock the unit, and it literally can be changed out. It's so small and compact, and everything could be done if the nightclub was super packed and crowded.
All right, so
it can be done like that, less than 2 minutes.
So let me understand. So you are the ones who have to supply the inventory to go inside, and you put it in a special container for tracking and also to make sure it's compatible with the machine. It's not like you open up the back and you shove in a bunch of e-cigarette packages.
Right, you don't. And another beautiful part about the machine is that it's a patented no moving parts technology.
Okay.
So you're not going to have that old vending machine where there's your product stuck in the little wheel.
Yes.
Basically what happens is the products come preloaded. Now, if the venue would like to load it themselves and have a manager or someone that they trust do it, they are welcome to do that. So again, we're very, very flexible with whatever that retailer, nightclub, bar would like to do and how they'd like to handle it. But so basically, yeah, they can change out the machines very easy in and out in less than 2 minutes. And the no moving parts technology, basically the product just kind of hangs there, and a little zap of heat is what melts in it and falls through the slot. So
ideally, you'd want to put these in bars, nightclubs, and what other type of locations?
We've had a ton of interest from 7-Elevens, Circle K's, gas stations. So basically all those outlets, they really need a product like this.
That's amazing.
And it's been amazing hearing about some of the struggles within this industry here of communicating to the customer about the product, and how you train these retail clerks to educate someone on electronic cigarettes and vaping and the different liquids, and how do you do that? Well, this takes that problem right out of it, because the difference in the different screens. So there's a video screen on the very top that allows for advertising, another possible revenue channel for the outlet. Then there's an acrylic box that you can visually see the products that are available in that unit. Then there's another screen, which is the interactive, basically the user interface for the customer. So there are all those different points at which you can educate the customer on the products, probably better than any sales clerk could ever convey.
Awesome.
So
all right, so we're coming down to the last minute or so. So is this type of product that we would buy from you, or the bar owner would buy from you, or lease it, or what type of relationship are you looking to create? Again,
because we literally just launched in beta, and we have about 5 units that will be going out here in the next couple of months, and then we have about 1,000 units that are going to be going out into the market in October-ish of 2014. Okay, so right now there are several different models. It looks like it might be a space rental, to whereas we work with the outlet to decide on how much value that space is worth, and then we supply the machine, because the machines are very, very expensive. So obviously we don't expect anyone to come and purchase a very expensive machine from us. So we rent the space. There's also other opportunities that might be with the product that it's a revenue share model. So there are several different ways that we can do it, and again, we're going to be working with the outlets to come to the thing that works best for them, basically.
Excellent. All right. So obviously contact information is something you would like to share?
Oh, yes.
All right. So give us the website that they can go to for information, your direct contact, either email, phone number, Twitter, however you like to be contacted.
So I handle the marketing side. I'm the vice president of marketing, and we are literally just in the process of launching the website, the social media pages, everything. That's how early we are in of the stages, but the response has been incredible. So we're gathering content and things and getting things going on that front. So you can reach me. It's Krista, Krista, at mypods, MYPODS as in Sam, .co. Not .com, .co. You can also reach me at area code 619-985-1445. We are a global company, so we have offices in San Diego, New York, China, Europe. So basically wherever you can just reach out to me, and I can connect you with the person that's in your area.
Awesome. Krista, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you so much for educating me and certainly our audience on this brand new product. And I'm sure that by the end of this year, 2014, we'll be seeing it in all the local convenience stores and all the local nightclubs that all of our listeners and our viewers go to all the time.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And there you have it, guys. The world of vaping, the world of e-cigs is getting even more complicated and technologically sophisticated. You know, what used to be the small mom-and-pop shop in the local strip center is now being occupied by the major players and obviously the big tobacco people coming in with their e-cigs. It's changing the whole marketplace. And that's exactly why you want to listen to the show here. Vape News Radio and Vape News Magazine are going to be keeping you up to speed with all the changes that are going to be going on. And just to give you a little tease for the future shows, we have Cynthia Cabrera, the head of Safada, the executive director. She's going to be sharing a little bit about what's happening from the admin side of the vaping space. Also, I was able to get an interview with Don Boers. He's the guy who started the whole NATO Convention. That's the National Association of Tobacco Outlets. And this guy was a wealth of information. He's been doing this for about 50 years. Also, I have interviews scheduled with RJR Tobacco, Altria, Lorillard, and many, many more. Is there anyone that you would like to have on this show? Give us a call at 949-495-6162 or send us an email to norm@vapementors.com. Again, we want to thank our sponsors for the show, Vapors.com. Again, these folks are going to be the major player when it comes to all the hardware and all the mods that you're looking for. And also, we want to thank Below Emporiums and Below Gourmet E-Juice. Are you looking to open your own shop with turnkey packages? Develop your own line of juice? Give us a call at 949-495-6162. So that about wraps up show number 1. Please join us for our next show. This is Norm Bauer, the Vape Mentor. Have yourself an awesome day.
Hey, you've been listening to Vape News Radio, the voice of vaping, with your host, the one and only Vape Mentor, Norm Bauer, right here on OCTalkRadio.net.